Welcome back, guys, to Amiibros pod number 10.
10?
10.
We're 10 in this thing?
We're 10 up in this. We are. We're going to open it up. We have an announcement. The next book that we're covering in the Amiibros book club.
Shout out our boy, Digital Boy, Black Sun. We're doing it.
We're doing Black Sun, baby.
This is what happens when you give recommendations. We'll freaking read them.
Yes. So yes, please. If you guys...
And Digital Boy, I've started reading it. Great choice, my friend. I like it a lot so far.
And it's a trilogy, right? Mm-hmm. So we got 3 books out of this.
Yeah.
And
are we doing the trilogy, or are we going to see how this book makes us feel?
I would like to do the whole trilogy.
Okay. Yeah.
I trust Digital Boy. So
last week we were talking amongst ourselves and we were wondering, why the heck have we not gotten a Spider-Man Brand New Day trailer? I remember telling you guys, I was like, hey, aren't we getting a Spider-Man movie this year? And we put that energy out into the universe for you guys. Lo and behold, we got a fetching Spider-Man Brand New Day trailer,
which looks pretty good.
Yeah, it looks good.
Yeah.
And boys, they did it. They gave us depressed Spidey. Let's go.
It only took them 3
I got
movies.
thinking about that though. Is it I feel like we've been getting depressed Spidey
In what?
in all of No Way Home. I feel like
In No Way Home?
yeah, wasn't that the last one?
Yeah.
I think with Aunt May dying, but even then he's he's going to the college that he wants to. He's got the girl. He's got a best friend still. I want Tobey Maguire Spider-Man in Spider-Man 3 where his girl got married to another dude. His best friend just turned into a villain. That's what I want. I want Pete to be beat down.
But you even have in Far From Home, that's the second one.
Yep.
He's dealing with Tony dying. We got depressed Spidey there. And then in No Way Home, he's still dealing with Tony. And then Aunt May dies. And he's you get that whole scene where he's up on it's a sick shot where he's up on that building and he's looking up at the J. Jonah Jameson billboard thing.
That was a sick shot. Yeah.
And he's all depressed and looking up at that. And
it was raining.
I feel like
not enough.
I don't know. How much more depression do we need in Spidey? Why do we need Spidey to be so glum?
It needs to be more than just 1 or 2 scenes in the movie. It has to be a state of mind that he's living in.
Because that's when you get peak Peter Parker. That's why I love Pete, is because he is at the lowest of lows. His college grade, he's about to flunk out. His girlfriend has left him, and yet he's still doing the right thing. And he is still out there fighting the good fight. And that's what makes Spidey to me. That's why I love Spider-Man.
Yep.
Yeah, I get that. And you get that a little bit in Spider-Man 2, the Sam Raimi one, where he's got the raindrops keep falling on my head thing, and he's getting kicked around, and he's happy that he's not Spider-Man, and then the burning building happens, and then he goes and rushes in, and you're like, oh no, that's what makes Spidey.
Exactly.
So, yeah, I get it.
Yeah.
What do we think?
I'm excited. I'm going to watch it. I don't think any of the MCU Spider-Man movies have missed.
No.
I think the only one that comes close is Far From Home. That's the weakest of the 3 that we have so far.
Even then, though,
But it's not bad.
I rewatched it not that long ago. I rewatched all the Spider-Man MCU movies, and I'm like, no, it's still a good movie.
Yeah, it's serviceable, but it's when it comes to the ranking, it's the one I would want to watch the least.
What one would you want to watch the least?
Far From Home.
Yeah, I agree. I do think that Far From Home is probably the weakest of the 3.
Doesn't mean it's bad.
Homecoming is my favorite, I think. That's a great beginning movie for Peter Parker. I thought it was a great movie. Mm-hmm. And No Way Home.
We're finally getting what's the Scorpion guy?
Yeah.
Yep.
He's showing back up. Nacho from Better Call Saul
was set up in Homecoming.
Yep.
We just haven't had him yet.
So that's looking forward to that.
That'll be cool.
We got Frank Castle.
Yeah, I know. Street level Spidey, dude. So much of this movie feels like it's going to be great.
Yeah, no, so Daredevil Born Again Season 2, it's about to start up, I think, next week or 2 weeks from now.
That was going to be my next question.
That's going to lead directly into Spider-Man. We're also getting a Frank Castle Punisher short, similar to The Wolf Comes Out at Midnight short that they put out.
Are we going to get that before this movie?
Yes.
Oh, okay, cool.
It's already filmed. They filmed it last year after Daredevil. And then we're getting Daredevil Born Again Season 2, which is supposed to lead directly into this.
Now, here's my concern. is it too much? Are people going to be confused when they come to Spidey?
I don't know. I'm curious because the Hand is back. They were in the original Daredevil run on Netflix.
Yeah, they were in the Defenders.
Or the Defenders, yeah.
Yeah.
They were teased in the Daredevil, but they came back in the Defenders. So the Hand is there, and I feel like they're the main villain here.
And that's why Jessica Jones is in Daredevil?
Yes.
Okay, that makes sense.
So Jessica Jones is coming back, and then they're already starting filming season 3 of Daredevil Born Again.
Good, because that's like the only Marvel show other than Moon Knight that I've loved.
Like,
I'm knocked it out of the park.
Fallout did this, and they're doing it with Daredevil, where there's no downtime in between seasons. It's like they know it's going to be good. They know the people want more, so they just pump it out.
I think that's good.
Yeah. Like, obviously we don't want like too much, but ultimately,
we don't have that much time
For what?
from now until this new Spider-Man movie comes out.
Yeah, I think it's only 8 episodes.
That
Like,
seems
it comes
a
out
good
in
amount.
July.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you have all of Daredevil season 2 and then a Frank Castle.
Like a 30-40 minute short.
Which, okay, is Frank Castle going to be... Because at the end of Daredevil Season 1, spoilers if you haven't seen Born Again Season 1, but you have Frank is in, like, this prison, right? Like, this, not even a prison. It's like...
Anti-vigilante
It's like
task force.
Kingpins, yeah. Goons. I feel like he's going to get out of there pretty easy because he's Frank
100%.
Castle.
Yeah.
And those guys don't seem like they're going to be that much of a threat.
No.
But you have them... I want him to be in the Daredevil Born Again Season 2. Do we know if Frank Castle
I'm sure
is going to
he's
be in
in
it?
it. I'm sure he is.
He's so good. Him and Matt Murdock's dynamic is so great.
That one scene, it is like the best scene in all of Daredevil, I think, maybe barring some of the scenes between Matt and Kingpin, because there are... Dude, who's the guy that plays Kingpin?
Vincent D'Onofrio.
Vincent D'Onofrio is a masterclass. That dude can play a villain. But him and Frank and him and Kingpin are what make Daredevil. All three of those guys, you take one out of the equation, the show is less because of it.
Yeah.
Like significantly less.
Yeah.
Shawnee, what'd you think of the Spidey trailer?
Bless you.
Jump scare.
Sorry.
Bless you.
Thanks.
But I think it's gonna introduce like a whole new like subsection for the MCU for a little bit, and I think that's what they kind of needed to do, is kind of like not a soft restart, but kind of a
Like flush out the street level.
I think it is a soft restart for sure. I think it's fair to say that.
But at the same time, I also feel like it's getting into the direction of a soft restart / the what is it? The whole new big movie that's coming out this
Avengers.
year.
Oh, Doomsday?
Yeah, Doomsday. So it's a soft restart for certain things, but then helping lead into that Doomsday, which is going to help drag more people to want to go see it.
Last I heard, I don't think Spider-Man's in Doomsday. Neither is Doctor
But
Strange.
what I'm saying is they're going to do something about this movie to help bring people into that Doomsday by doing a soft restart to help, hey, we're going to do something in this movie, something in the next movie to help bring people to the Doomsday, if that makes sense. That's what I'm thinking they're trying to do. Because right now they're trying to repair some of the problems of the last few MCU movies.
Okay.
But
What? I did not follow anything Sean just said.
either.
what are you talking about?
So I think I understand what you're trying to say. I disagree because
Can you explain what he was trying to say?
Okay, so what I'm trying to say is I feel like...
no, Dave.
Oh, okay. Dave.
yeah.
Well, I'm trying...
Because I just listened to you. I don't think I got it.
So I think
but
what
Dave
he's-
says he got it.
they're trying to breathe new life and interest into the MCU before Doomsday.
Oh.
Right.
That makes
they're
sense.
trying to do a soft restart by doing something in this movie to do another movie possibly before. Because isn't there supposed to be a movie
No.
in between Doomsday or no?
No.
Okay, so I'm thinking they're going to do something in this movie to help breathe life to be able to have more people go into Doomsday.
I'm pretty sure Sadie Sink is Jean Grey, and so she's going to be the first
That's a
mainline
great
X-Men.
choice. That's a great choice.
But we already know that after Secret Wars is when the big reset is happening. So after Secret Wars concludes, the MCU is getting a big fat reboot, and they're starting with the X-Men.
Oh, so then, okay, so it literally is Secret Wars then.
Yes.
And are we getting Battle World then, or is that...
hypothesis for how Doomsday is going to end. If you guys haven't seen Loki season 2, go watch it. But it ends with Loki essentially creating the World Tree, and he sits at the throne of the World Tree. Dr. Doom is going to kill Loki and take over all of the sacred timelines and merge and create Battle World, and that's how the movie's going to end.
Dude,
it's going to end with Doom winning.
That might work.
We're going to get Battle World.
if they have the stones to do that, that might do it. That might work.
Yeah, Loki's been killed, brought back too many times. I think his story has come to a nice conclusion with Loki. Like it's not a bad show. It's not the greatest thing. Like
It's great compared to the other ones.
Exactly. But
yeah.
his story, I feel like, has been tied with a neat bow. And honestly, it's like at this point, you can kill him. He had a beginning, a middle, and an end. And it would further the plot, give us Battle World. Then we get Secret Wars. Obviously, Doom's going to lose. And then we'll get that big reset. And then that's where X-Men starts. So...
But what's my point? I remember seeing the Jean Grey, and I'm like, maybe this is how part of it gets either moved on
but
to
why,
Doomsday or something else.
Why introduce Jean Grey if we're not going to keep her?
Yeah.
Like, why?
It's the same thing that happened with the Fantastic Four, right? We had a whole movie about the Fantastic Four, and then we had a Doomsday thing right at the end to bring it into the Doomsday movie. So I'm thinking this movie's going to go all the way through, have something happen at the very, very end to be able to.
I don't want that. I want my
saying-
street level Spidey movie to be its own thing.
And that's what I'm hoping it is. But I'm thinking,
and they're not going to let Tom Holland go. Whatever Kevin Feige has said is going to happen, we can count on it probably not happening, because whatever does well in Doomsday, we're going to keep.
Yeah.
And whatever doesn't do well, we're going to pretend like it didn't happen, and we're going to make a new Jean Grey, because how many freaking Jean Greys have we had now?
2.
We've had
3.
3?
Well, now with the new one.
Well, we don't know if she is, though.
Yeah, she's either Jean Grey or another
Yeah, we're
thing.
talking like she is. We have no idea.
That's a fair point.
The other thing I've seen floating around, there's a villain tied to the Hand who is known to take over the bodies of other people.
Oh.
And in the trailer, you can see somebody body hopping.
Yeah,
So
I
it
did
could
see
be
that.
which is it's a B-list villain, which Marvel's not opposed to doing at all.
Yeah.
And this is a totally new director. It's the guy who made Shang-Chi, and there were some B-list things going on.
Oh,
Wonder
I kind
Man?
of love that. That makes
Wonder
me
Man, was
excited.
that
Wonder
the
Man. Wonder Man, yep.
Couple episodes anyway, like the first two episodes of that was
I've
him.
liked everything he's done then.
Yeah,
So I'm kind of
he's
excited.
good. Yeah,
Yeah. So this movie's got a lot going for it. Even if it's like not what we want, I don't think it's going to be bad. I think Spider-Man is just one of those IPs that they never miss with.
No.
Who directed Fantastic Four? Can you look that up? Was it John Watts?
The new one.
Yeah.
I think he directed.
I think it was John Watts, because if we're not getting him back, I mean, he didn't miss any of those Spider-Man movies. Right?
None of the Spidey movies.
So why get rid of John Watts?
as director?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I think it's just because they want it.
They want like a fresh new thing.
I kinda get
Which, like,
that.
right off the bat, it already kind of looks like that, especially with, like, who?
Matt Shankman.
I don't even know who that is.
Give me 1 second.
Okay.
He's done a decent amount of shows. He helped with part of WandaVision.
Oh, okay.
He did. He directed a few episodes in The Greats, It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia, Fargo, and Game of Thrones.
Okay.
So he hasn't had
TV guy.
He's a lot more TVs. Yes,
It shows.
Okay.
I'm kidding.
That movie wasn't great.
What movie?
Fantastic Four. But yeah, I mean, Spidey, I need Spidey swinging around. It looks like he's got a new suit, which I'm kind of bummed about because I love that suit at the end of No Way Home.
Why didn't they? Why?
I don't know.
I don't think people liked the shiny, but I love
People don't know what they like.
Yeah.
Just quit listening to the main fan base because they don't know what they want. Quit doing that.
You know what?
We spent a lot of time
Yeah,
talking about
that's enough
Spidey.
Spider-Man. We're gonna love it. I know we will. We'll talk about it here. We got another trailer, fresh off the heels of the Oscars. Timothy Chalamet didn't win anything. We'll go more into that later on in the pod.
More on the Oscars.
But Dune Part 3. I had chills.
This trailer was awesome.
My third watch of this trailer, I had chills. let me tell you, this movie's going to be peak. I remember.
Did you see it in IMAX? Did they play the trailer in IMAX?
We showed up a little late. I
darn.
think we missed it. I was telling Tori, I was like, I kind of want to show up so we can see it. And so I finished my food really quick and then we raced over. So I missed that, but I'm sure it looked amazing.
Yeah, it played. We went to the Cine One to go see Project Hail Mary, and it was awesome.
Yeah. No, we went and saw Project Hail Mary in IMAX. And yeah, we missed the trailer. I'm sure it looked great, but holy fetch. Like, first off, probably the biggest thing about this movie is it's not our boy Greg Fraser.
Yeah.
And could have fooled me because it looked great. I mean, it's only a trailer, but it looked amazing. It's the dude who did La La Land.
Cinematographer wise, right?
Yeah, I'm a big cinematographer.
There are shots in this trailer. I'll throw them up right here just because I love them so much. They look like paintings.
Oh yeah, especially the one where Paul is like walking up to that flat
it
area,
looks freaking awesome.
Looks over the army, and there's the part of the trailer where it's like all the soldiers running through like mud, like that planet from Solo where Han Solo gets shipped off to after he enlists in the Empire, and it's like foggy, and then there's like 3 towers with like guns shooting down and like people dying, and I'm like, dude, this movie's gonna be intense.
Here's the thing though, because the book Dune Messiah is not.
Yeah,
Dune Messiah, the book takes place like after Paul has already like completed the war almost, and it is just like him talking to people. That is all Dune Messiah is.
Yeah, they wouldn't.
And so this trailer already is showing us that we're going to get some of the war. We're going to get... I mean, we already see his sister, Anya Taylor-Joy. So we're getting a time jump, it looks like.
17 years.
And I mean, you can explain that away by just saying like, hey, Timmy Schatz looks this way still, Zendaya still looks this age because they stayed here on Arrakis. His sister went out to space and lived a life somewhere and came back, and time is weird here. So that's why she's old now. You can do whatever you want with space. So we're going to do something like that, I'm sure. But
or just the way that she was born just made her grow faster or something stupid.
Yeah, because she's like all of the Reverend Mothers.
Okay, but in the book, doesn't she like get corrupted by the Baron?
Well, in the book, she's the one that kills the Baron.
Yeah, and that's why she gets corrupted by the Baron.
So we're already not doing that. But we're getting Jason Momoa back. Duncan Idaho is back. We're going to get clones of Duncan Idaho. And I mean, in the Dune series overall, Duncan Idaho is kind of like the main character.
Isn't the book after Messiah just a giant worm god that kills
kind
of Duncan Idaho?
Dune gets weird, man. If it's not already weird, it gets even more weird.
I guess I don't really understand the point of Dune. I love the movies. Don't get me wrong in the slightest. Where does it go? Like, what is because he's like he's declared jihad, right? Yeah. So it's a holy war across the whole empire. Where is it going?
Aren't the first 6 books canon, and then all the other like 20-something books are essentially just Star Wars legends?
Well, his son like took over and did his own thing after, and a lot of people just don't like those.
It's like Frank Herbert?
Frank Herbert is the main guy, and then his son is Brian Herbert or something.
Jack Herbert.
But it's a different vibe overall. I think he kind of wanted to just do his own thing. So the first, I think you're right. The first 5 or 6 books Frank Herbert wrote, and it was Sean. What's his name?
Brian Herbert.
Yeah, that's what I thought. So it's
where are we going? Are we seeing the Holy War unfold? Is that what this is?
That's what it looks like because Dune Messiah picks up after it's already over.
That's what I want. I think that'd be really cool.
And it picks up, and he's like, "I'm worse than Hitler. I'm worse than Stalin. I'm worse than all of these people that have done genocides." Like, Paul is not a good guy.
No.
So getting his side of the story in Dune Messiah is interesting, and the movie looks like we're going to get to the point where we see how Paul gets to where he's at.
I love that line where he's like, "How did my dad do it?" And he's like, "Your dad never declared a holy war or something."
Yeah,
that was awesome.
Like your father never started a war. Yeah, so pretty stoked about that. It's going to be awesome. Dune Part 2 is a 10 out of 10 for me. That's a damn near perfect movie.
I'm going to go on a whim and say this. I think we're looking at our generation's Lord of the Rings.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Like this is going to stand toe to toe with that trilogy.
Totally agree.
But we were alive for all of the Lord of the Rings.
We were like wee lads.
Yeah, we were.
But I grew up on those.
We were chillins.
Yeah.
Those are mine. I'm claiming those.
Yeah,
That's that. That's mine. Yeah. Anyway,
But-
sorry, not to take away from
no,
your point.
no,
I
it's
do.
okay.
I think it's
Yeah.
the sci-fi Lord of the Rings. I
Yeah,
think
like
that's a very apt
It's
description.
just nothing but good. And especially, Dune 2, Dune Part 2 is a banger through and through. Like, all of my gripes with the first movie were just completely answered in the second one. And so this third one, I watched an interview that Denny gave where he was talking about how the first one was a boy learning. I forgot. He was learning something. The second one is him fighting back, and it was a war movie. And the third one is supposed to be a thriller. He wants each version to be like a different vibe. And so,
He's done a great job at that.
yeah,
Because Dune Part 2 to me is like an epic.
Yeah.
Like I feel like you can watch Dune Part 2 and like understand. Like I don't know if you necessarily need Dune Part 1, but it is definitely beneficial.
Yep.
Like you get more out of it. But Dune Part 2 is just so epic. Like in every sense of the word, that is a epic movie from start to finish. Like it is a man learning the ways of the people and then defending them and doing what he thinks is right for those people. And then the end is just like the start of a war. It's like you see the beginning of that. Everything with the emperor and making him kiss the ring at the end is so awesome.
No, like his whole existence is like
It's blasphemous.
the sister. What are they called?
Reverend Mothers.
Yeah, the Reverend
The
Mothers.
Reverend Mothers have been like orchestrating behind the scenes,
Bene Gesserits.
creating
Yeah, Bene
a
Gesserits.
Messiah. And it's like all manufactured. It's all like they made it themselves. It is their thing. It's not prophecy. It's them.
It's manufactured.
Yeah.
And
And it's like, it's all, the whole point is what?
control.
Okay.
So the Bene Gesserit are basically more powerful than the emperor because they're embedded within every single ruling family. And they created this prophecy.
So they're like the Illuminati.
Yeah.
Okay.
The thing is, though, is Jessica, Paul's mom, was instructed to only have daughters. And yet she had Paul.
To prevent this.
To start it. To fulfill the prophecy, because it's like a big FU to the Bene Gesserit, basically.
No, but like they wanted her to not have any
Yeah,
boys
Paul
because
was
they wanted
not
to prevent what Paul does.
Exactly, because the men in this universe aren't supposed to be able to, the speech.
Yeah, I think that's literally what it's called.
Yeah, they're not supposed to be able to use the speech to control others. That's like a Bene Gesserit power, and Paul can use it. And we see it at the end when he's like, silence! And he's like, whoa. Yeah, no, and don't even get me fetching started on that scene where he walks into like the big meeting of the Fremen, and he like stands up, and they're like, no, you have to kill Stilgar, and he's like, you want me to kill my best warrior?
Yeah.
Screw you. And then he's like, none of you could do anything to me. And he's like, I'm going to lead you to victory. And I was like, fetch.
Yep.
Yeah, no.
Pretty awesome.
We've got 2 banger movies coming out this year. Hey, we've also got a bunch others that we'll talk more a little later on in the pod. But Jay, little birdie told me that you picked up Pokopia.
Right.
It has taken over the internet.
I bought it.
Yeah?
How is it, Jay?
Yeah, I've got some questions prepared for you because
Well,
here. Let's start out. Jay, is this just Animal Crossing with Pokemon, or is it much deeper?
I'm not qualified to answer this question.
But you own the game.
I own the game.
Well, okay. What's the loop? What's the objective?
I am not sure.
Jay, did you not play Pokopia?
I played it for like 10 minutes.
Really?
So it sucks.
No, I wouldn't say it's bad. It was good.
It's just not as good as Slay the Spire 2.
It's darn right, baby.
That's right, ladies and gentlemen. Slay the Spire 2, return to the discussion.
More Slay the Spire talk?
Listen, I understand Pokopia. I understand that people loved it, but man, Slay the Spire 2 just is too good. I could not put it down.
That valid. You know what? Hey, I've got questions for you for Slay the Spire too.
Good. Oh, good. Oh, good.
I almost knew. It's almost like I stalk this guy on Discord. I keep tabs on all my homies. Jay, I've played the multiplayer with you guys a little bit, and you always pick the Regent and the Necrobinder.
Yes.
Can you explain why?
Well, okay.
Obviously, they're the two new guys, but what's going on in your mind?
Initially, I did pick them solely because they were the new guys, and Necrobinder has just caught me. I love Necrobinder. Her gameplay loop is a lot of fun, where the strategies that you can use, her cards and her card sets just flow really well together, and she is fun to play with. You could build up Asti, you could use Asti to attack, you could just kind of ignore Asti, use him as cannon fodder.
Why would you do that?
I don't know, I think you're a monster if you hurt Asti, but you could do it. She also has this broken card called Transfigure that can give cards replay, and that's broken. Then there's Dirge, and it's so broken that they made it exhaust in the beta. So Necrobinder's a lot of fun. But what I like so much about it, honestly, it feels like I'm playing Magic. It feels like I'm drafting Magic, and that's why it's fun to me. These two characters have like so much going on with them behind the scenes that like when we're playing multiplayer games, especially with the Regent, you see it more with the Regent. It'll feel like I'm not contributing anything, and then out of nowhere I'll drop a nuke and just end the round. And that's pretty typical for Regent. He's not great when it comes to single player, but he's great when it comes to like you need a DPS on your team, you need somebody to spike the enemy. Single player, there's too many encounters that can end his run. You get those little beetle guys, you're fetched. Ugh. You are out of luck. You have no chance. Unless
there are enemies that you get that are just they ruin a run, and they're just normal enemies. I'm like, these guys have to be fixed at some point, or just give me like 2 of them. Don't give me 3 of those fetching beetles.
Yeah,
those guys are the worst because much of my
play
deck
the silent mostly,
which is like perfect because I can blade dance and I can take them out pretty quick because my blades aren't dealing more than 9 damage. But when they are, it's such a pain to freaking deal with that. Yeah, because you have to. I could go on a rant about those freaking beetles, man.
They need to, and toxic. There's these other 2 that there's I can't even.
Are they those little books that will attack you and they'll steal your max HP?
Yeah, those suck too. Yeah, there's just a lot of different things in this where it lets you play like you're playing Magic, and I love that. Well, there's this one card. One card that lets you give up max HP. And you draw 3 cards, you gain 3 energy, and it's a 0 costing card. And I'm like, you're playing Phyrexian. This is a Phyrexian deck now. Like, I am giving my life to basically
John, you know what they're saying?
Game, right? And I love that.
Not at all. I'm falling asleep.
You know what Phyrexian is?
No, we
should teach Sean how to play Magic the Gathering.
That would actually be a fun video idea.
That would be fun.
Or like a live stream.
I'll think
like
about
of us playing Commander.
No, not Magic. Slay the Spire.
Oh.
Continue with your topic.
Making me look like an idiot. It's deep down inside, I just want to play Magic the Gathering again with my boys.
Dave, we'll play some Magic with you, brother.
So we talked a little bit about some cool cards. One thing about cards is, especially in Slay the Spire, there's a big variety of them outside of your starting run that you can use to craft into different builds. What are some builds for the Necromancer that you've run into? Necrobinder, sorry.
The biggest one is just like building around Asti. So using him, kind of building him up as you go throughout the rounds and getting him to a point where he can just stomp everybody. That's kind of when I play a single game, that's usually what it ends up becoming, and I try to avoid it, but that's usually what it turns into.
Well, that's like the Minsk and Boo Timeless Heroes deck that I have.
It's exactly like it.
Okay, that's fun.
Except you're not sacrificing. That would be a fun card, actually. Mega crit?
Yep, Mega crit.
I need a card that like Fling, where I could just throw Asti at somebody and sacrifice him.
Like whatever his health is.
That would be so cool. Why have they not done that? It would probably be broken, actually. That's probably why they haven't done it.
You could probably buff him up pretty quick.
Okay. No, well, with Dirge, but it sounds like they're going to make Dirge exhaust.
So, Asti, there seems to be a couple ways to build around him. There is a Doom mechanic that seems like the opposite of Toxic.
Okay, so actually I was pretty harsh on Doom.
And it's dual. You can apply Doom to yourself and to the enemy. So what?
Doom is actually good. And here's the thing. You should not use Doom on its own. Playing like a run where you're solely relying on Doom is a bad idea. I wouldn't do that. But it is a great thing. It's a great mechanic to like use on the side to kind of chip damage away from the enemy. Basically what it does is you fill up from their like lowest health and it goes forward. And you get them to like 8 health. Like let's say you have 8 Doom on it. They have 8 health. When they end their turn, so they attack you, then they'll die.
Okay.
So that's how Doom works. And
it moves the goalpost. So instead of needing to get the guy down to 0, you can shift it further and further. So there's less damage you have to do.
Exactly.
Okay.
And I was pretty harsh on it at first because I was treating it like poison, like it could run its own deck. It can't. It should not be ran that way.
Okay. So Doom, Asti. I'm sure there's souls. You get souls.
Oh, dude, yeah. So souls are great. You could also do afflictions. So Necrobinder's really good at like giving things debuffs.
Okay.
And so there's this card called Afflictions, and there's a card called Haunt. Now, what Afflictions does is every time you debuff an enemy, it deals that much damage. And I actually won a couple runs based off of just those cards. So I like collected 3 of them, and like every time I debuffed an enemy, they were taking 30 damage.
Jeez.
And so not only were they getting debuffed, but they were also taking damage. And that's where Doom actually becomes good. Then we have Haunt. Now, Haunt works with souls, so every time you play a soul, you deal that much damage to an enemy.
Okay.
Now, I will say, Necrobinder, I think Necrobinder needs a little bit more variety because I have kind of gotten a little bored with Necrobinder. I say that, and then last night I went nuts with Transfigure, so maybe I'm wrong, but
I think you're confusing getting bored with you have played it nonstop this entire week. From the minute you wake up to the second you go to sleep.
Instead of Pokopia.
Yeah. But here's what's so cool about it, though, is like even like the Silent, she feels really fresh. Like I went back and I was playing Silent a lot this week. She's fun to play with.
Here's the thing. I'm still the best. I'm still the best Silent player there ever is, ever was, and ever will be.
What ascension level are you on with the Silent?
8.
Okay.
What are you?
12.
Like 5.
There isn't a 12. I think it maxes out at 10,
It does
idiot.
max out at 10.
Well, I hacked the game and unlocked a dev menu.
Oh, did you hack the game? Mm-hmm. Liar.
No, he actually did.
I did.
You actually broke the game?
No, he just.
I unlocked the dev menu.
I looked into it. It's not that hard.
What does that do?
I haven't done it, but
I can do whatever I want.
he can add cards to his hand.
Add
He can
cards,
give
remove
himself
cards.
infinite health.
You can?
Yeah.
Do you get like the credit for
No,
it?
you don't.
No.
Oh.
As soon as you do it, it's like, oh, you're not getting achievements now.
Oh, really?
But there's no achievements in the game, so
It's like
so you
being
could
in
just like
creative
do a
mode.
theoretical what if mode?
What I was trying to do when I did that, when I was trying to give myself that access, was I was trying to give myself a handful of hang, and then I would just go in and play hang and clone it, and then just keep hanging the enemies. I wanted to see how that would work out.
So Necrobinder was one of the two. Regent, what are some builds surrounding this? And I don't know if you've played Regent either, Oz, but if
I can't. I've tried. I literally have tried.
Okay.
It's so hard for me to keep track of 2 mana sources.
Jay's just Joker brained.
Jay gets this stuff. He really does.
He's ADHD brained. He's like multiple mana sources.
I can't.
got this.
I need blades. I need to get my blades, and then I need to boost my blades, and then I need my
shivs.
blades to be doing something. Yeah, shivs. Sorry.
That's what I was so worried about when I heard that they were doing the Silent again. I thought they were going to like take that away from her, because that was my favorite way to play the Silent. And they didn't. They just made it better. They just made it more fun. They gave it
and
more
I
variety.
actually got. It was an event where, because Blade Dance is exhaust now for some stupid reason, but I got an event where now whatever card exhausts, you keep. It like doesn't exhaust anymore. So I was like, yeah, we're doing that to Blade Dance.
Which,
did that to
again-
Blade Dance. Perfect. I had Blade Dance again.
And we already
Didn't-
talked about
didn't
this.
exhaust.
Up my sleeve already kind of makes it so that Blade Dance doesn't need to do that. So why is that a thing?
Up my sleeve is just like Blade Dance, but it costs more at the beginning. So it's like you're taking a hit for one turn.
Why didn't they just replace Blade Dance right out then? outright?
Jay, that's a great question, and I don't have an answer.
These are questions for Megacrit. Megacrit, if you're watching, these boys, they're your biggest fans, and they want to ask you.
We've got. Did you see? I updated my Slay the Spire review.
No,
I updated it to where I switched it from a thumbs up to a thumbs down, and so now it says it said initial review at 60 hours, and then it's like review after 1,000 something hours, and it's a thumbs down, and it's like. Good game, but now Slay the Spire 2 is out and I'm never playing this again or something like that.
Here's the beautiful thing, friends. This is for the whole family. Everybody can join in with Slay the Spire 2.
Now that's something everybody can enjoy.
Yep. Doesn't matter your age, gender. Everybody can love Slay the Spire.
Your mental capacity.
Yeah.
Last question I have, and this is for both of you, and I just want one example from each of you. Have you guys gone infinite yet?
No. I've gotten close, but no.
I haven't.
Okay, I want to use this as an opportunity to call out all the crybabies who are review bombing Slay the Spire 2 right now, because in the beta branch they removed multiple ways to go infinite.
Yes.
That's the only way to.
You want to explain this?
I think it's pathetic.
Explain the scenario, because you sent it to us this morning or yesterday or something.
So there's two different branches of the game right now. There's a beta branch, and then there's the regular.
Actually, can we make this its own video? Because this would be a great...
Yeah, we can split it from right here.
We've got 3 videos right here already.
Let's go. Sorry.
So there's 2 different branches for Slay the Spire. There's the early access release, and then there's the beta branch. You can sign up for the beta branch right now. It's really easy to do. You kind of just go into properties on Steam for the game and then select which version of the game you want to play. But in the beta branch is where they're putting the changes. So for certain cards, they've already balanced a ton of cards.
One thing that I do know they did was they exhausted Dirge. And I, from the get-go with Necrobinder, I've been telling everybody that I play with, this card is broken and they are going to nerf it.
Yep.
And I think exhausting it is probably the only way to nerf it. Here's the problem, though. That card, I will never pick it up again.
Because of exhaust. So we're TCG veterans here. We've played a lot of Magic the Gathering, him more so than I have. And the problem you run into with TCGs is it's just certain cards will get introduced and shake up the meta, and sometimes they get banned. And at least we're in a position where instead of a card just getting flat out removed, they can tweak it. So sure, adding exhaust to that card doesn't make it worth it. The game's still in early access. They could create some other type of system to tweak it. The way I see it, and it's I probably have 20 combined hours for Slay the Spire. But the way I see it is this company, Megacrit, these devs have done a lot to garner goodwill with the community. They'll listen. You guys don't need to go and freaking review bomb because you don't like that the beta branch nerfed a bunch of cards you like.
So stupid.
Oh, I want to go infinite. It's okay, there's other ways to enjoy the game. I'm sorry. You know what you could do? You could write an email to the guys, or they have an entire community page on Steam where you bought your stupid game, and you can post stuff on the community page and create a discussion. The devs have access to the community page.
Hey, bozos, you paid $22 for this game. Chill the heck out.
Yeah.
Seriously.
And you've gotten how many hours of entertainment? And you're going to review bomb it because you don't like something?
You pathetic,
Pouty babies.
Go touch grass.
Pouty babies.
Go do something productive. Because what you're doing is these devs, they're going to see this and they're going to go, why do we try?
Yep.
I think, has there been enough pushback? Like enough of the fan base has gone, hey, this is stupid that this is happening?
No.
Really? People are with this?
Well, here, I'll pull it up right now on Steam. Let's see.
People are just okay with this.
This happened. There are a couple times I've seen a review bomb occur where it makes sense. Like for Helldivers 2, for instance, I believe it was 2 years ago, there was Sony was requiring that you have a PSN account to sign into to play the game. Yeah. And there were some regions that don't have access to PSN. And so the only way to get this multi-billion-dollar corporation to listen is to review bomb. Megacrit is not a multi-billion-dollar.
It is an indie company.
No.
They are listening. You don't need to do this.
Sorry, I'm pulling up Steam right now to see where it's still overwhelmingly positive.
Oh, that's good.
Okay, that's good. Looks like it changed.
Maybe they fixed it.
Yeah.
Maybe we're old man yelling at
maybe.
Cloud right now.
I think it was
Regardless.
more of a Metacritic thing, wasn't it?
Oh, Metacritic?
Because people weren't you telling me this? People can go on
That was for
Metacritic.
Marathon. They were review bombing it on Marathon.
Oh,
on
what's
But like, you don't have to prove that you own the game.
No. So it's easier to review bomb on there.
Oh, why would you do that though?
Because you don't own the game, you don't have to show proof. You
But-
can just
but
write a review and
you don't-
review bomb it, and then make 4 more accounts and review bomb it even more.
Oh,
Yeah. Whereas on Steam, to make a review for the game, you need to own it.
So it's a incredibly vocal, incredible minority.
I don't know if that's the.
So what actually changed here, and is the reaction overblown? So the first thing to say here is that this balance patches on a beta branch, meaning that you have to.
It's an early access. The first game to get balance.
Everybody, that's a
Let them
different story,
cook.
but for now, I really
I'm mad at people. So yeah, the comments of this video are just calling out the people review bombing.
See, that's what I thought the case was.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it seems like a majority of people agree with us. I don't know why it's not popping up. on
Well,
this
you
end.
idiots that are review bombing the
Yeah.
game that like think you're trying to help the game,
You're not.
knock it off. Go touch grass. Go
Go home.
make something of your life, please.
Yeah.
Find yourself a nice girly. Settle down.
Be good to her.
Be loyal to her.
Be loyal to her. Prick.
Jace, if you're watching this video, cut the crap. Go home. Settle down.
Find yourself a nice girlie. Be loyal to her.
Prick.
Where are we going?
It's not.
Jace. If you see this,
I'm coming.
I got nothing. I have
respond to my tweets.
Respond to the tweet.
respond to the tweets, Jace.
It's been over 10 years, a-hole. Respond to the tweets.
I don't even know if you can find the tweets.
So Dave,
Yes.
marathon.
Ugh,
You like marathon?
I love it.
Good. I
Well,
have
your
some questions
opinion,
for you.
opinion on the COD shorts was actually irrelevant because you were wearing a marathon shirt.
Yeah, that was a hilarious comment. That was like one of the first comments.
And I never saw it again, so nobody agreed with him.
Yeah, it seemed like everybody was like, "Who cares?" and
Yeah.
they move on.
It seems like that's usually how people act.
Yeah,
They're like, "Why are you caring so much about this?"
yeah. I'm loving the game so far. I've got about 50 hours into it. I don't know. I'm a working man. I can't be on it all the time, but I mean, 50 hours in a game that came out 2 weeks ago is a lot still.
No. Here's the thing I like about Bungie, and I want to know if they kept this. I love the way their games feel. They feel good. They feel like when you shoot a gun, it feels good. Does it keep that?
Oh yeah,
Okay.
yeah. The feel, the movement, the way the guns, like the feedback, the way they shoot, the way they sound, the way they look, like they nailed it once again. Halo kind of was their like testing grounds with that. Their first like foray into like a 3D build, and then Destiny, just how many guns that game has, and all of them feel good. That carried over here 100%.
Would you ever recommend this game to somebody that is like not into competitive shooters?
So
Me.
Yeah. Would you ever tell Oz you should buy this game?
No.
No. Why?
Okay, so that answers
Why?
your question.
I think that as much as the industry wants extraction shooters to be a thing, it's still an incredibly niche genre of shooter. I think Arc Raiders was able to capture lightning in a bottle. It was you can look at my Steam review if you want to throw this up. I basically said it was Little Tykes or Baby's first extraction shooter, and not as an insult.
No, I don't think it should be taken as an insult either. It's an easy mode
Yeah,
extraction shooter.
I came from Tarkov before, and I hated that game. I hated how complex it was, and the gear fear that I felt, like getting a nice gun and not wanting to use it because I didn't want to lose it.
Yeah.
Arc Raiders definitely helped me be more comfortable going in there with my good stuff. And if I lose it, darn, it was very forgiving and helped pick me back up so I could get back out there and do it all over.
And there was like a karma system too, where like you would attack somebody and it would give you negative karma, and you would like end up in their defense, they've never claimed that this was a thing.
They denied it.
It was a thing. Okay, I don't
Yeah.
care what they say. I was in Care Bear lobbies for like a solid 2 weeks. Never once did somebody shoot at me,
Yeah.
and I got sick of it. And I attacked somebody, and the next game, dude, it was like I was
Night
on
and
World
day.
War I. I was in the trenches, and everybody was trying to kill
What are we
me.
talking about? The Arc?
Arc.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, there was like and they the community was convinced there was something called aggression-based matchmaking in place, where if you attacked another player, it would start to shift you.
You can't
to play with
convince
more
me
PvP.
otherwise. They can say whatever they want. I don't believe
it.
them.
Definitely felt that way. That's not in Marathon at all.
You're in the trenches the entire time.
Yeah, Arc Raiders, the community. I haven't touched Arc Raiders since January.
I haven't either.
For good reason.
It was consuming my existence.
Which broke my heart. I loved playing with Jay, but understanding that for his own mental psyche, he had to part with it. Part of me couldn't stomach playing without my duo, but the other part of me, I was just getting sick of feeling bad when I would go in and I would see somebody, and my instinct is to shoot them, and they say, don't shoot, don't shoot. I'm friendly, and like talk, and they make you feel bad. There was that one game that I live streamed for you where I killed a guy and he was like, oh man, well, I got this stuff on me so you can take it. And then he just dies, and like it made me feel terrible.
Yeah, that was bad.
Yeah.
I wanted you to do it, and then I started feeling bad about it.
He was like, do it. And I was like, I don't want to. And I did it, and I felt bad. Marathon, it's on site. You see another person. The people I play with, they want those PvP engagements, but it's like a traditional extraction shooter where you have to ask yourself, do I want to take this fight?
I have a question.
Let's hear it.
This was like heavily inspired by Halo, right?
No. Halo came after Marathon. Believe it or not.
Now, you're not talking about the extraction shooter.
No. So Marathon.
You're not going to budge, are you, buddy?
Marathon 2026 is a reboot continuation.
I'm running on 3 hours of sleep in the last 48 hours. I don't have the energy to fight it today. You can have whatever you want.
He can defend it all he wants. The fact of the matter is they went from Pillars into Darkness into Marathon 1, 2, Infinite, or Marathon 1, 2, and Infinity, and then Halo Combat Evolved.
What's better, Marathon or Halo?
Halo.
The thing with Bungie is all of their games were bangers. They would put it out, and they were self-published up until Halo. They needed that extra funding to get out the door, so they went to Microsoft and signed a deal, and that's what helped get it out the door. I think everything.
Okay. Bottom line is, it doesn't matter. Halo has a much bigger footprint. It's 100%. Not even close. To compare the two, it's silly at this point.
But what's better?
Yeah, you can have your own opinion.
Dave, what, in your opinion, what's better?
I haven't played through all of the original Marathon games, so
who cares?
Yeah.
All right, we're moving on.
You're taking Halo?
So
are you taking Halo?
No.
Whoa, you would rather have Marathon than Halo?
Oh, shoot.
Like you have to put one on the block.
You want to play the original Marathon over the original Halo.
Hot take.
No.
Listen. I'm not taking Combat Evolved. I'll take Halo 2, especially Halo 3.
No, we're talking like you're taking series Marathon, the entire series, or Halo, the entire series. And we're talking everything.
Sorry, I thought we were comparing first games, and I was like, if I can skip to
Sean
like
asked
2,
that. Sean, that's a fair question, I think. Sean posed that question. And you're taking Marathon game 1?
Yeah, I'm asking if you had the original Marathon game right now in front of you and the original Combat Evolved. We're talking about the original graphic of Combat Evolved. We're not talking about the upgraded stuff. I'm talking about the original.
So not Chief version.
Not the Master Chief remastered version. I'm talking about the original
Xbox on the Duke controller.
Right. What I played back in 2002, growing up my entire life, which one would you pick?
Shoot, man. I'm going to say I can't really answer that question because I haven't played.
Answer with what you were going to say.
No.
Yeah,
you're basically saying you would rather play a original Doom looking type of game.
No, that's not what I was going to say.
You are going to say
I just don't like Combat.
Here's the bottom line.
You're waking me up right now.
Here's the bottom line. You cannot take away from Halo what it did to the gaming industry.
Yeah.
It changed everything.
Thank you, my love.
Every game that Bungie has put out.
Give me a snort of that open strawberry monster right there. Give me a snort of that.
Yeah, Bungie, every game they put out innovated. So Marathon was the first shooter that had multi-directional
Is one of the
control.
zero ones? Sorry. Continue. Go ahead.
You could actually look up and down and look around. Marathon was the first shooter to do that. And then when Halo came out, it was the first twin stick shooter. And then Bungie coming out with Destiny, that was the first like live service game, which love it or hate it.
Are you taking Destiny over Halo?
Oh, 100%.
I don't think that's as crazy of a take. I don't think that's that bad.
Dave hates Halo. Let's just put that out there. He hates the fact that
I love Reach. I love Reach and I love Forge mode. And you know what? I'll pay my respects to Halo 3. But yeah,
you're paying your respects to Halo 2. Halo 2 is the game.
Yeah, you can like Halo 2 is the game.
Yeah,
I've always thought it was Halo 3.
No, it's Halo 2 by a lot.
I love Halo 3. Do not get me wrong.
I love Halo 3 too.
We can have a conversation about Halo after this. I'm tired of hearing about it.
Yeah, because you hate Halo. You hate Halo.
But
just
from an enjoyment perspective, I would take Halo over Marathon.
Bungie peaked at Halo 2. I'll say it. I think Halo 2 is like the best they ever
peaked
got.
At Reach.
I don't think so.
They peaked at Reach.
I don't think so.
Reach was the last one. And so they put as much effort as they can.
Here's my freaking problem is I play these games with Sean, and Sean has played them 1,000 times.
It's
and
like
so
Groundhog Day.
he's breezing through it.
It's live, die, repeat.
He's like, hey, do this. And I'm like, I need to just like play it on my own and just enjoy it on my own, because playing with Sean is the worst idea.
I can basically run. So if you give me Halo Reach, I can do it on Lasso, and I can beat it under 4. I can beat the entire campaign on Lasso in less than 4 hours.
Yeah, I know, and that's not fun for me. I want to play the game on my own pace and just.
So if we ever play it again, I will actually play it with you. We'll go through it. We'll actually enjoy
Gentlemen, let's reel it back in.
Okay, yeah, sorry.
Yeah, because you hate our Halo talk.
Okay, let me reframe what I said.
Okay.
Bungie's influence peaked at Halo 2.
Valid.
There you go.
That's a fair point. I'll give you that.
I'll reframe it to that, because I do think Reach is a better game
Valid.
than Halo 2. I think I'll stand on that.
You know what? We'll have a different discussion.
Anyway, back to Marathon.
We'll go back to a different
You can
discussion.
cut all of this out of the Marathon video and just like make it its own thing, honestly. Okay.
But it's staying in the pod, baby. That's why you get the pod apps.
Oh, yeah.
Now here's what I like
Unedited.
about Ark, though, is it wasn't a $70 game.
No, neither is Marathon.
No kidding.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, it's it's a premium title, so it's not free. How
much is it?
$40.
That's like the cost of Ark, no?
I think Ark was $30.
Still, those are steals for the games that they are.
Anything less than 60 is.
But do they offer in-app purchases or in-game purchases?
It
Ark
is a live
does.
service.
Ark
Okay, so
does,
at that
but
point,
solely for skins.
At that point, free game. Make that game free. Fortnite does it. Every other, you got Call of Duty Warzone does it. Make the game free if you're going to charge me for crap inside the game.
I see that perspective, but at the same time,
I agree. I agree.
Or
I'm with you, Oz. If I'm buying a game, don't make me pay for anything else. Yeah.
Give me the game. Give me everything inside the game. Don't make me pay for crap inside of it that I'm not going to get.
Why did I pay for Ark?
that, or you are gonna do like something like that where you have to pay inside of it. Make it so cheap that I want to go into it.
Or make it so I could buy it using just the game.
yeah, that's a totally separate conversation to have, because there are like some games that have a battle pass where you purchase it once and they give you enough currency to purchase the next one and then some, and then there are other ones that don't even give you enough. But
Here's the bottom line. Here's the bottom line. Fortnite is free to play completely.
Right.
End of story. And it has given me more hours than almost any other game.
Mm-hmm.
Why
Correct.
Why are we paying so much for these games that are doing the exact same thing? Dude, Oz, I think you just ruined games for me.
Video idea.
Which this is why I play World of Warcraft. But
Fetch Marathon, dude.
Sean, if you mention World of Warcraft one more time, I'm kicking you out.
bite me.
I think paid DLC is fine. If you're paying, if it's something that was created
sorry, Sean, I love you.
after the base game, so like Shadow of the Earth
bite
Tree.
me.
Shadow of the Earth Tree is like the platinum standard for DLC. That's another Elden Ring. You gave me Elden Ring 2.
Yeah.
That's what DLC should be. But here's the problem: is most games don't do. Wow, I have totally derailed your Marathon talk.
it's okay.
What happened? I'm sorry.
No, it's okay.
How many more questions do we have about Marathon?
We've only done like 2.
Holy crap.
Yeah, we have made several tangents.
Hurry, wrap it up.
Loop, how is it different from Ark and how is it the same?
So it's more PvP focused for sure. There is more of a story that's up front and in your face. It's this whole mystery trying to figure out what's going on Tau Ceti. And there's 6 different factions. Each one specializes in like something. So there's like the food faction, New Caloric. They're trying to figure out why the crops failed.
So it's Ravnica.
Yeah. Like, well, kind of like different guilds in Ravnica, but in this, it's like different corporations.
Oh,
Did you hear? What'd you call the planet?
Tau Ceti.
Is that actually the same one? Okay.
Yeah.
I'm like, wait a minute.
I was going to talk about that in Project Hail Mary.
Hold on.
I didn't think it was real until Project Hail Mary. I thought it was fictional.
Okay,
but
sorry.
yeah, so there's like different contracts that you do, and then there's actual voice acting done with these AIs for the corporations, like some heavy hitters, and they do a good job. And it's like a whole little like dialogue dump instead of like me having to read it.
Which isn't anything new for Bungie. Bungie's been known for like using good. Peter Dinklage, for instance, was like the original Ghost, right?
Yep, he Dinklebot. So Bungie's not a stranger to good talent, but the Loop, of course. So the contracts, they seem to be more story based and interactive, whereas Arc Raiders was kind of like, go here, pick up this thing, leave, and then you'd kind of have to read into why you were doing that, which Arc Raiders, I felt like the world they were crafting was really interesting, but the contract system didn't do enough to like flesh that out unless I wanted to read. Smaller team though, smaller budget, so it's like I'll give them a pass. This is more PvP focused, like I was saying before, whereas Arc Raiders I feel is more PvE focused. The bots and the AI in Marathon are tough. That's a big difference. This is not, I'm going to hold your hand through this. These bots they will fetch and chew you up and spit you out. I have died to bots several times, and they'll hunt you down, dude.
Which in Arc, that's once you are seasoned, they're not even a
easy
problem.
to avoid. Yeah.
Okay, let's put it all on the line here. Marathon or Arc?
Marathon.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think
why?
I think Arc was good getting into it, but it's not that deep. Once you understand the loop, kind of like where we were at, it was reaching the bottom in terms of the loop. Whereas Marathon, they add extra layers in terms of augments that you can equip to each runner. There's 6 different runner shells, and each shell it's like a hero shooter. So each shell has a different like set of abilities that you can use. But there's also augments that you can equip that will further those abilities.
Wow. Okay, so there's a lot more.
There's build crafting. Okay. So it's like 10 miles deep, and the community has barely scratched the surface.
That's actually kind of cool then.
Yeah.
All right, fair enough. Yeah, when I got to my ending with Arc, I had like 12 matriarch cores. I was going in and murking the matriarch. It wasn't fun. It wasn't competitive anymore, and that's why I kind of lost interest.
A problem that I see is that Arc Raiders didn't have an end game.
Yeah.
So once you got to that point, it was just you have all these cores and you can craft the guns, and what do you do with them? You go back in and get more. Whereas Marathon, the community since the game came out for the past 2 weeks, they've been working doing ARG puzzles in the game, outside of the game, to unlock the penultimate map called Cryo Archive on the ship.
And
Marathon.
This is something that Bungie has won awards for, is their ability to keep their community engaged, and they are a masterclass at it.
Yeah.
And anybody that like wants to give them flack, you're wrong, because I've seen it. They care more than almost any other dev out there.
Yeah. We can talk about what's going on with Destiny aside.
They're not my favorite game company, but they care about their people.
Yeah, so the map finally dropped. I was able to go into it, and the game's finally, I would say it's complete. Like all the maps are out there, and that map is... there's 7 vaults that you have to unlock, and so once you do 6 of them, a 7th one unlocks, and you go into it, and there's a boss fight. It's like a 30-minute raid, and there are like other teams there trying to disrupt you, all trying to do the raid. You can either work with them or you can work against them and kill them. And it's also hard. It's the hardest map in the game.
Dave, I am never playing this game.
No,
but I love you.
I'm okay if you come over just to check it out. I
won't.
don't want you to play it because
yeah.
you'd be addicted. But this map was crazy. I've probably clocked about 3-4 hours in it, and it's just ball-numbingly hard. But this is the end game. This is one of the maps that all of the raids they've done for Destiny, you can see it here. You can see the different mechanics that they're trying to put forth. And I can go deeper into that. But bottom line, it's a complete game now with a complete launch of the game with the maps. Every single map is good. It starts out easy with Perimeter. Then you go into a more PvP heavy Dire Marsh. And then there's Outpost, which is just riddled with puzzles. It's super tiny, but that's a map that when it dropped, I don't think anybody has said anything bad about it. And then Cryo Archive, of course, another thing. Nobody said anything bad about it.
I think Bungie needs to simplify their games a little bit.
I think the complexity is what is the driving force for Marathon. The games themselves aren't simple games, and I see what they're doing with this one. If they made it simple, it would be directly competing with Arc Raiders.
Yeah.
And it's like at that point, it's like I'd rather play Arc because it's an easier simple. Final thoughts, though, I can tell you guys this: it's a solid game. It's a well-made game, but it's not for everyone, and that's okay. I don't think that a game should be made for everyone. I think that there should be different genres. So you have your like ball-numbingly hard games where you have to dodge and roll and parry. Your Souls-likes. That's its own thing. It has its own audience, and it's okay if you don't like those.
Oz, do you like those?
I like those, yeah.
But then it's like on the other side, you have your shooters, and it's like, sure, it's got a bigger audience, but it's like Oz doesn't like shooters as much.
I like Fortnite.
and that's okay. So it's like, if this game isn't for you, that's fine. What I'll say is it's well made. If you look at the reviews, the people playing it, they're happy, they're engaged, and that's what matters, is that the people who want the game, who are playing the game, we're happy, we're fed.
Would you say some of the biggest haters of Marathon,
like Sean, for example,
fallen Destiny 2 fans?
100%.
Sean?
If Destiny were in a better state right now, I don't think the hate would feel as forced. So a lot of the manufactured hate is coming from the disgruntled Destiny 2 fans that are upset that Marathon's getting more attention and more communication, which when you see the contrast to what we've gotten communication-wise from Bungie with Destiny for the past 6 months, it's night and day. It's insane. It makes sense to me. This is a new game. They've put a lot on the line for this. They want it to succeed. So let's communicate. Let's keep the people happy. Let's pay it forward. Destiny's in maintenance mode. I think they're under 10K players right now. It's hard to...
Destiny?
Yeah.
Whoa!
Yeah. Destiny's been slowly dying since like 2 or 3 expansions ago.
That's like dead. 10,000?
Yeah.
That's like dead.
It's rough. Their next big like update was supposed to drop the day Marathon came out, and they didn't announce the delay until like a couple
I'm pretty sure
weeks.
Call of Duty World at War has more than 10,000.
No.
I'm just kidding. But like
there are plenty of other games that have more than 10,000 players on it. But
well,
that's a totally separate discussion.
Are we done talking about Marathon? Holy crap, we're not done. Holy
done.
crap, how much more do you have?
No, yeah.
Oh, you're done.
That was it, yeah. I didn't go as deep as I wanted to. But
Seriously? You could have gone deeper?
Oh, I was going to like explain the ARG to you guys and like talk about like
Holy
the specific
fetch.
systems inside, like what sets this apart. But I gave you guys the abridged version. It wasn't going to be no 30-minute review, but we just hit too many tangents and we talked about Spider-Man too long.
Yeah, we did.
All right. Let us know down below what you guys are thinking about Marathon. If you guys have played it, if you haven't played it, what's the outside perspective looking in? Comment down below. We want to see it. We want to hear it. And
do you want more Marathon talk?
Yeah, I mean,
I think that would be a fun video, just you and Dave just sitting down and talking about it. Like a Red Letter Media type video where just you two talking.
Have you two play Magic as you guys talk about it?
And no, we
That
could
would be kinda fun.
just call it. We could just
should
call
do
it
that.
two idiots gush about Marathon.
Two idiots play
for
Magic
sure.
while they talk about Marathon.
Hey, video idea right there. All right, I wanted to give more time for the Oscar talks, but at the same
All right,
time,
here's what
was
we're going to
there
do.
even that much?
Here's what we're going to do. All right. As the designated Oscar talker here, I'm certified to talk about this.
Okay.
Here's what we're going to do. We're going to keep this quick. We're going to keep this fresh. Sean's going to read all the nominees for all the categories, and then he's going to tell me the winner, and I'm going to say whether or not we deserved it, and immediately move on to the next one. Unless I've got something serious to add to it, I will talk about it just a
Valid.
little bit. But for the most part, I'm just going to say should have won, didn't deserve it, and we'll move on.
You want nominations as well, or you,
Yeah, I want
You want the
category,
whole list.
category, nomination,
And winner.
and who's the winner.
Okay.
So let's brush through this. What was
Okay.
Just nothing.
that? Okay.
Did you shook the earth again?
No.
For animated feature film, you have Arco. I've never even heard of that. Elio, K-pop Demon Hunters,
Okay.
Little Amelie, or the character of Rain, Zootopia 2,
And what one?
K-pop Demon Hunters.
Haven't seen it.
I'm-
Can't speak.
I will. It deserved it.
Yeah, I hated that movie, and then my daughter watched it, and I have a playlist, and she loves Soda Pop and Golden and Your Idol, and those songs, as much as I don't like listening to them, they are serviceable, and it's not negative noise.
See,
It's not a bad movie
Nah,
either.
Golden rules. It's
Yeah.
a great song.
Not a bad movie. I suggest you watch it. Go in with an open mind.
I've watched.
What is this?
Okay, I've watched K-pop. I've watched almost everything on this except for Little Millie, but I think Zootopia should have won. I thought it was a way
Hey,
over.
this is my segment.
Listen.
Sorry,
John,
I
I
just-
watched Zootopia 2. It's not as good.
Yeah.
I think it is personally.
You did watch it? You
Yeah, it's been on repeat in my house for a week. You
guys don't like it, huh?
I'd take the
It's
first
good.
one.
It's good. I would take the first Zootopia over it.
All right,
It's good.
all right. Hey, we're spending way longer than I wanted to on this.
Actress in a supporting role.
Okay.
Elle Fanning in Sentimental Value should have been Predator Badlands, but that would never happen. Inga Ib's daughter in Sentimental Value. Amy Madigan in Weapons. Wunmi Mosaku in Sinners. Who is that?
Woomy?
Wasn't that the main character?
No, that's I believe that's the
Asian chick?
The Asian chick.
Oh, okay. She did a great
Definitely
job.
not the name that gave it away.
Teyana Taylor in One Battle After Another.
Yep.
And your winner is Amy Madigan.
Yeah. Should have won.
Absolutely deserves.
She deserved that one.
Yep.
That was
Go on.
That was a good one.
Actress in a leading role. Jessie Buckley in Hamnet. Rose Byrne in If I Had Legs, I'd Kick You. Kate Hudson in Song Sung Blue. Renate Rensve in Sentimental Value. Or Emma Stone in Begonia. And your winner is Hamnet.
Emma Stone should have won.
I think
Next.
should have won that.
Yeah, I agree. Actor in a supporting role. Benicio del Toro in One Battle After Another. Jacob Elordi in Frankenstein. Delroy Lindo in Sinners. Sean Penn in One Battle After Another, and Stellan Skarsgård in Sentimental Value, and Sean Penn won in One Battle After Another.
Deserved.
I agree. He did a great job. Actor in a leading role. Timothy
black
Chalamet in Marty Supreme. What?
Sorry.
That's what he says. He's just quoting what he says.
Oh, okay. Leonardo DiCaprio in One Battle After Another. Ethan Hawke.
Ethan Hawke. Ethan Hawke.
Ethan Hawke in Blue Moon. Michael B. Jordan in Sinners. Wagner. He was not the main character. Wagner Mora in The Secret Agent. Why is Michael B. Jordan on this list? He won. Why is he on this list?
Because he plays two people. In
He should have been
Sinners.
supporting actor. He should not have been. He's not the main character.
Yeah, there's a conversation to be had about that. I love Michael B. Jordan. I'm okay with it. Deserved.
He did a phenomenal job. He shouldn't. Whatever. Okay.
Well, I mean,
Look, I was rooting for Timmy Schatz, but I'm never going to be upset when Michael B. Jordan wins something.
Michael B. Jordan is one of the best.
I mean,
Yeah.
he did an amazing job in that movie, and I'll give him credit to where credit is due. But yes, I think he deserved that one.
All right. I don't think he's the main character. I think that
But
was
I
a
mean,
mistake.
I mean, it's a difference between those three. It's the Preacher Boy and then the two, and then Smoke and Stack. Like those.
It's
like,
Preacher Boys anyway. Okay.
sorry.
Best Picture: Begonia, F1, Frankenstein, Hamnet, Marty Supreme, One Battle After Another, The Secret Agent, Sentimental Value, Sinners, or Train Dreams. And your winner is One Battle After Another.
I agree with him.
Here's the thing. Here's the thing. Was it my favorite movie of the bunch? No. But it was my second No, third. It was my third favorite of the
Marty
bunch.
Supreme and Sinners taking it over.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But here's the thing. Paul Thomas Anderson, one of my favorite directors, the fact that he finally won an Oscar for Best Picture, happy about it.
It's a good movie. What are you guys
It is a
on?
good movie. I don't know what
I
you guys'
have-
problem
I
with
have-
it
I have-
is.
Your problem is politics, and you need to stop that because it's not about. No, it is. It is.
It's not just about the politics. It's also just. I thought the story was just.
For me, I'm a big Marty Supreme glazer, and I loved that movie.
See,
and I think that should have got it.
in this-
at the very least, Sinners.
In this list, for me.
But have you seen One Battle After Another?
No, I don't want to.
For me.
And why? And why?
I just have no interest.
It's kind of awesome. It's a pretty sick.
Hey, Paul,
Hey, did we do directors?
I like.
I don't believe
the
you.
one movie.
Hey, did we
that
do
I-
directors?
That wasn't on there.
Should have been.
No, it wasn't.
Best director. You want it?
Yeah, give it to me.
Okay. Best director: Ryan Coogler, Sinners. Josh Fastine.
Josh Safdie.
I got it.
You finally got it now. Okay, go ahead.
Hamnet by Chloe Zhao. Marty
No.
Supreme by Josh Safdie. One Battle After Another. Paul Thomas Anderson. Sentimental Value. Joaquin Trier.
No.
Sinners. Ryan Coogler.
Sure. Who won?
One Battle After Another.
Yeah. Fair enough.
I think Josh Safdie probably should have taken that. Marty Supreme is on crack the entire way through, and it never lost me.
Yeah. Marty Supreme. Marty
that is-
Supreme got freaking
that's like a-
snubbed.
That's a
what
masterpiece.
happened?
We didn't get anything.
Yeah.
And I don't believe the Timothy Chalamet thing with the ballet thing. That can't be real. That can't be. You guys are not that upset over that, right?
I don't know, man.
To be honest, I
it
didn't
does
even know
seem
what happened
It does
until-
seem like people just want to be mad about something. So whatever.
He'll come back next year.
That we got what we think deserved the Oscars real quick and out of the way. Let us know what you guys think in the comments down below.
All right, gentlemen, we're finally here.
The main course, baby.
Drum roll, please. We finally saw Project Hail Mary. Sean
Well,
and Oz,
you guys finally saw
Sean
it.
and Oz saw it like 8 months ago, so this was old news for them.
Yeah, all those times where I said that I had never seen it, I had seen it. I was messing with you guys.
10 out of 10. Good movie. See you guys in the next one. Peace.
I like that. You should ask me that.
Yeah, Jay, in 3 words, can you describe Project Hail Mary?
Amaze, amaze, amaze.
Nice. All right. My 3 words,
Let's hear him.
the friendship carries. Mm-hmm. The friendship carries that entire movie.
It does.
Sean, in 3 words, describe Project Hail Mary.
Visually stunning. And heartfelt.
That's like
4.
4.
Fine. Heartfelt. Visually stunning.
I like that.
Yeah. Jay took mine. I was going to say amaze, amaze, amaze.
That was sick, dude. That was so freaking
Thanks.
sick.
What?
You stole my thing, so I was just getting credit for it.
He was doing,
Dave, as somebody who has freshly read the book, you like the adaptation.
Dude, in the beginning, it irked
I'm
me a
getting-
little bit.
Oh, I see what you're
Yeah,
saying. I see what you're
yeah.
saying.
Yeah.
I thought you were punishing me for having read it a while ago.
No.
I was like, what the fetch?
No, you just barely finished
Yeah,
it.
I finished it like
Okay.
2 weeks
Okay.
ago.
I re-listened to it
Yeah,
this
yeah.
week.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, I finished it this week again.
Sorry, Dave. Sorry.
No, you're okay. There were some things that were irking me.
What was irking you,
Like,
buddy?
just like they went left instead of right. I'm like, wait, it was like this in the book. Mind you, this is
Don't
the...
be so pissed off.
Listen. I said it was a 10 out of 10, and I fetchin'
Yeah.
loved the movie.
Hey, you need to
but
chill.
Can I explain? This is the first time I have read a book before seeing the movie, so I had like I'm a mightier than thou like vibe going into it. Like I saw everybody in that theater, including my wife, and I said, I'm better than you because I know what this movie is about.
Dave, that's wild. You need
It
to get
is.
out of that mindset.
I power tripped. I felt powerful.
Dave,
And
yeah.
I recognize the problem with that. Like I said, I'm new to it. I'm new to reading.
You want to know my mindset?
I'm new to reading.
I'm so glad that the people in the theater are going to be able to experience what I loved.
Yeah. I walked out of it and seeing my wife like laugh during parts and she cried during parts, and it made me happy. And it was fresh enough that it wasn't just rehashing the book. There were like little scenes in there that they did differently. Gosh, are we doing spoiler free? It feels like everybody in the world has seen this movie.
Yeah, we're going to do spoiler free for a little bit.
Okay. Yeah, there were scenes where, like I was saying, they were going left instead of right. And I was like, it irked me at first, but then it's like, dialing it back, I was like, wait, I'm glad they did it that way because, yeah, it wasn't just a rehash of the book per se. And they were just little things. The bread and butter, or I guess the meat and potatoes of the book are there. And it's just good to see that we got an actual like solid adaptation. Like the reviews are insane. Like I'm pretty sure this is Ryan Gosling's like highest rated movie just after La La Land or just before La La Land or
Deserved.
after? Before. It's ahead of La La Land. Ryan Gosling did amazing.
You just said deserved? Do you think he did better in this than he did in La La Land?
Oh yeah, I do believe that. I think he was asked to do so much more in this movie than he was in La La Land.
He was acting by himself the entire time.
because he had to grab the attention of the audience just by himself for most.
He had to carry the movie pretty much by himself for a good chunk of this.
Fair enough.
And he did it. And he made me care. And he was Ryland Grace, exactly how I imagined him in the book.
Yep.
In fact, almost added a layer of like heart that was there in the book, but I think Ryan Gosling brings his own flavor to it. And I thought he was great.
Now, Dave, I want you to just know this is not what usually happens.
I know.
Our books usually get ripped apart and shredded and just peed on because the director didn't care about the book.
Yeah.
And that's usually what happens. This is like probably the best
the one in a million
book to screen I've ever seen.
No, and that's what I said before, where I was like, I'm glad to see that we actually have a solid book to movie adaptation. It's like it did everything right. It's scratching all the right itches, and it's hard to. I don't think this movie did anything wrong. I wouldn't change a thing about it.
No.
Like,
the only thing that I would say is to the people that loved it, that haven't read the book,
go read it.
Because there are parts in the movie, and there's nothing the movie could have done differently to make this better, that did not carry the same weight. Like when you find out that Ryland Grace...
Spoiler free, buddy.
Yeah. When you find out that there's a big thing that happened with Ryland Grace, it does not impact the movie nearly as much as it does in the story. And in the story, you really are like, whoa, that was messed up. And in the movie, it's like, well, we are here now, and what can you do about it? But you can't really translate that to a screen because you get Ryland's inner dialogue that you don't get in a movie.
That's a gripe right there.
So
it's not, but it's not on the movie.
Quick round the table, our final thoughts and score, and then we'll move on to spoilers because I think we've got stuff to say.
Good movie. 10.
Great movie. 2 thumbs down. 10 out of 10.
Yep. 10. Read the book.
Shawnee?
I'm going to go with a 9.
Yeah, fetch you.
Oh, Sean, shut up and stay back over there.
Delete him from the video.
Mute yourself.
Okay.
Now you should talk, and then we know that you were muted in the video.
I'm muted, suckers.
Okay.
We going into spoilers?
This is why I don't speak anymore. You guys just yell at me anyways.
That was just a joke.
Sean.
You just want to be a contrarian.
I'm muted. It doesn't matter anymore.
Contrarian,
Good.
Sean.
All right, spoiler talk in 3, 2, 1.
Spoiler.
My favorite scene is one of the scenes that I was saying wasn't ripped directly from the book, where they agreed in the tunnel, we're just going to get on the Hail Mary and then go to Adrian. He hears a knock on the door, and he opens it up, and Rocky's in a ball, and he's like, Rocky Grace, do science, amaze, what this, what that, and just a super chaotic scene where he's going around and what's this, what's that, why is it messy, oh, this is where you keep your trash. That was a change that I was like, that's a solid one. I liked that more than how it was handled in the book.
When he's making his little video logs, and he's like, he can I don't think he can hear me. Yes, I can. He's like, hello, Grace, friend. That made me laugh out loud.
Who Grace talking to?
Yeah. Hello, I'm Rocky, not from the movie.
So funny.
They could tell. Yeah, there's so many good stuff. The biggest thing for me that I think was a beneficial change from the book to the movie is like humanizing, what's her name?
Strauss.
Strauss.
Yep.
Because in the book, Strauss is cold.
Stone cold.
She is ice cold in the book. In the movie, there is a much needed change because I think in the movie, you care about her objective,
and you understand why she's doing what she's doing.
And you feel the pain that she feels when she's doing that to Grace. And again, in the book, you're getting a first-person perspective. It could just be an unreliable narrator thing,
which you don't get in the movie. You get the full picture. Like they even go back to Earth, and I really like that.
I'm glad they did that.
I so am glad because
Yeah.
like he has a comment. He's like the people from Arid, they think that they're better because it looks like the sun is getting better over there, but we don't know. In the movie, you see Strauss. She has the thing, and she's like, "Let's get to work," and she does it. She's like crying too, right?
Yeah,
And she does the goodbye.
Yeah. Yeah. And that was good.
Yeah.
I mean, you can't ask for anything more in a blockbuster movie right now than just it hits all the emotions, it hits all the feels, everything that you want this movie has.
Yep.
And the best, I said it when I first left the theater, I'll say it now, it's the best on-screen friendship since Sam and Frodo, because those two, you care. You believe that they care about each other. Like Grace has nobody the entire time. And when Rocky shows up, he starts to believe that like, okay, now I can do this for something, because before he didn't have a reason. There's that scientist that walks past him and he's like, I don't have the bravery gene that you guys have. And he's like, it's not a gene. You just have to find somebody to be brave for. And that carries throughout the entire movie because now Grace has somebody to be brave for.
Yep.
And that is Rocky.
Yep.
And it's awesome. It's
is.
beautiful.
There was a scene. So there's two scenes. There's the scene where Strauss is karaokeing "Sign of the
Great
Times."
scene.
Great scene. I
Okay,
cried.
did I not hype that up before?
No,
I don't remember, but I'm glad I don't remember.
I feel
because
like
that
that was like a takeaway because it was the Harry Styles song
Yep.
and her singing that. When me and Sean left the theater, I was like, man, that's such a great scene because that humanizes Strauss so much. And that one scene and the lyrics from that song hit.
Yeah, they hit hard given the circumstances. Another part that I really loved was when Grace was asking Rocky how long he had been with his mate.
Yeah,
and
beautiful.
he was like 178 years, and Grace was like, that's a long time, and Rocky says, not long enough. I'm getting fetch and chills just thinking about it because I was like sitting there, and I was like, fetch, man, like no, that isn't long enough. That isn't. Like if you really love somebody, like.
Dave's gonna cry.
Clip this, send it to his wife.
Yeah, the movie hit all the emotions. I cried. I smiled. I laughed so much. I felt good. It hit all the emotions, and it wasn't forced. It felt so natural. It was just a solid, good story. Yeah.
10 out of 10.
10 out of 10.
Jay?
The part that I was talking about was when you find out Ryland did not volunteer to go.
Yep.
Yeah.
And in the book, that's a huge revelation because it changes the entire
perspective, what's going on.
It changes the entire foundation of the story because you believe the entire time going into it that he chose to do this. And you're like, why did he choose? Because it doesn't seem like he would be the kind of guy that would choose to do this. And you find out he didn't. He didn't choose to do this. It wasn't his choice. He didn't want to. And that's huge in the book. In the book, that moment is like, what? You're like, what the crap? What happened? And like, the movie, to be fair, I don't think they could have done anything to make that impact like the book did. I think that's just the pro of having a book is you have that inner dialogue of those characters. You get to understand where they're coming from a lot more than you do in a movie. And that's just, it's a thing that you aren't able to do on a screen.
I think them humanizing Strauss didn't make it seem as heavy as a betrayal as it was in the book. Whereas
That is true.
Yeah,
I agree.
So it was less of like a cold, calculated thing, but it was like this has to happen. I'm so sorry. It still sucked. Like my wife, that was a takeaway she had. She was like, fetch, like he didn't want to be there. He was forced to go.
Okay, that's interesting because we had all read the book. So that part obviously hit harder for us because we were like, oh, he didn't choose this. Your wife watched it and she got the same feeling watching the movie. So clearly it's just we knew what was coming.
Yeah.
And so it didn't affect us as much. And she didn't.
She didn't see it coming.
I
She had
mean,
no
I
clue.
think it's just a matter of what you see or read first. Yeah.
Yeah.
Solid though.
Amaze.
You gonna change
Shawnee,
the rating?
you got any thoughts?
Am I allowed to unmute myself?
Unmute.
As long as you don't say anything stupid like giving it a 9 out of 10.
Yeah. What's your score?
It's still 9.
All right. We're good.
Come stab me. I'm willing to fight for this, and for me, it's just very.
I swear, if you say the movie didn't explain astrophage enough, I'm gonna climb over this table.
So it wasn't so. When you listen to the book, when you read or listen to the book,
exactly what I was about to say.
no.
and now he's just gonna say it differently.
I'm just gonna unmute myself.
No, go for it, Shotty.
No, it's okay.
Say it. Say your thoughts.
When reading the book, you had this energy of you feeling the world like really needed this, like it needed to get the save, it needed to be saved and everything like that. In this movie, it was more about the friendship. It was more about the heartfelt. It didn't have the energy of if they don't succeed, Earth dies. Like that was the whole point of the book. Was Grace kept saying, if I don't succeed, everyone dies.
Yeah.
But in this movie, it didn't have that energy. It didn't have that feeling of, hey, I love the fact that Rocky's here and everything like that. But if I don't succeed, his planet dies, my planet dies, and we need to work together to get this done. And there are moments of like, oh my gosh, like we need to get like when the spaceship goes crazy and everything like that, there was moments of turmoil, but it didn't have that heaviness of if we don't succeed, we all fail. And that was one problem I had with it, was more of I wish it had a bit more of a heavier feeling of why the friendship needed to be stronger. I love the friendship aspect of this whole movie. The whole movie was the reason why I love this friendship. But I feel like if the friendship had this impending doom of if we fail, we fail.
Yeah.
And I wish it had that a little bit more strength.
Sean, I agree with you. I don't think that's enough to bring it down to a 9.
And the reason, but for me, mind you, I had read the book.
We know.
Like
we all have.
No, but when I read the book, you brought me in like a week after I read the book. So I had read the book literally fresh before I watched the movie. And then I reread it again this week. So I'm going to go rewatch it again this week. And I'm going to be able to see a little bit more differences. Now, this is the perspective of 6 months ago.
8.
8. Has it been 8?
Yeah.
Was it in October or November?
It was like
before
September.
that.
No.
Yeah, it was 8 months ago.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, you can't please them all.
Well, but the thing is, like, I know, like, when I was watching this movie, I knew this movie would be one of the most visually appealing movies that we'll be seeing in a hot minute, and I was really excited for this. I loved a lot of the aspect of this movie. I loved the acting. I loved the development. I'm really excited to rewatch it again. I just had some, and this is just more of my own personal opinion about the book to movie. I kind of did wish it was a little bit more scientific in certain aspects of anything, because there's sometimes I just explain something really, really quick and then just move on. And if you had never read the book, it's a little more confusing.
Yeah, I think as somebody who read the book, that was annoying for me, but I think my wife is living proof, and the rest of the freaking world who probably haven't read the book, they're proof that it's like the explanation didn't need to be there. I think just explaining that there's a cell that's destroying the sun was enough.
Well, but it's not even that. But we're talking about, like, okay, for example, like, I can't remember if they fully explain it with the astrophage going through the xenonite or the metal.
It's like a 30-second thing,
right? And that to me that was a detrimental, like, huge aspect of why he had to give up.
What would you cut from the movie to make room for that? Because I wouldn't.
To be honest, I think what I'm just more looking for, because when I had The Martian, now mind you, The Martian with Ridley Scott, which tends to be a little more scientific, he likes to be a little bit more harder on that particular aspect.
But also, The Martian isn't.
It is sci-fi, but
it is. No, it is. It's not doing the same thing that Project Hail Mary is doing.
And I understand that. But what I was trying to explain was more of the aspect of when you looked at Project Hail Mary, you have. I'm just waiting for them to do an extended version.
They won't.
Sean, how do you feel about Zack Snyder?
Do
you like him more than James Gunn?
It depends.
Dude, I got news for you. If you didn't like the Joss Whedon Justice League, there's a 4-hour cut on HBO Max.
I already seen that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've already seen that one. I like that one. I would say like Martian had.
Go watch that.
The Martian had a regular one, right?
Yeah, go watch Zack Snyder.
You guys realize I've watched every single one of his movies.
Sean, so have I.
So I don't know why you guys are trying to rage bait me today. I don't have the energy for this today. So, but I remember when The Martian came out, and I was really excited to have an extended version of The Martian. I'm just hoping that they do make an extended version of that. That's my
But me and you saw that version. We saw whatever extended version there was. We watched the director's cut.
Right.
Whatever everybody's getting right now, I can attest to you. What you watched is what you're asking for.
I understand, but I'm hoping there was going to be more, but that's why I'm like, which is why.
But there won't be.
I understand that, which is why I'm giving it a 9 out of 10.
Okay,
all right.
That's why.
We're all happy about it. We all loved the movie.
He's a contrarian.
He had to go and give it a 9 out of 10. He hates it. He hates the film.
Sean.
It's fine. No, I'm just
everybody make fun of Sean.
Everybody clown on this man in the comments.
Tell him that Bayonetta would stomp Master Chief.
Tell him Kirby would stomp Master Chief.
Kirby would down B and suck him in, and then
I'm just
sit him
kidding.
out
Send Sean some love, folks. Send Sean some love.
Just bring it. Bring it, haters.
He loathes
You guys can't hurt me. Bring it. Literally bring it. Bring it.
And with that, we're gonna close today's ep because it's been a heck of an ep. I don't know how long we've been going, but I need to go home. I need to go see my dog. I need to go to sleep.
Amen.
We'll see you next one. Peace.